What's up everyone, happy Saturday. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. Gonna do a quick oil change and air filter change on the bike. It's an SXF 450cc. Got oil and everything here. Needed basically air filter, went No-Toil, pre-oiled, crush washer, Neutron oil filter using Pro Plus Maxima, some contact cleaner. You'll see why I need that later. You'll need 13mm socket for both the drain locations back here. T27 Torx for where the oil filter is at. And that's about it. First thing you want to do is start her up, warm up the oil so it all flows out. So first step foremost is open the rear drain plug. It's kind of nice with the stand. Got a little extension too so I can get in there quick. And then make sure you have a bucket under it. So the rear one is just a plug per se, and make sure it's all going into the bucket. And the front one then, I'll show you in a sec, actually has a mesh screen, which that's what the contact cleaner is used for. So I'll open up the front one quick, pull that out, and then right after that what I'll do is I'll go to the fill location and take that cap off just so it can breathe better and all the oil will come out. Give me a sec here, take that puppy out. So got that. You can see this one's more of a cap. The rear one has a little magnet on it, and you can see there is a little bit of metal on there, but a little bit's normal. As long as there's no big chunks or nothing excuse me, can't talk, too big, there's no need, nothing to worry about. So good. And I don't know if you guys knew, this is actually my first oil change on this bike. So kind of somewhat pins and needles, I guess. So I wasn't able to find needle nose, but I kind of saw I could get in here a little bit with what I got. So all you got to do is kind of get the corner. It's just hardly pushed in there. Pull it out some. I'll get there. There we go. So it's out enough where I can grab it. There you can see. She is. So what you want to do is, sorry, it's not in the picture. Stay there one sec while I go grab some contact cleaner. Just spray it off quick. Make sure she's nice and clean to toss back in. There you can see. And would rather use too much and spray it everywhere than not enough. So you can see right there, nice and clean, ready to go back in. So moving on with it, something I didn't mention either is take the oil fill cap, plug, whatever you want to call it, out when you're draining, just to help it flow more. And two, another thing you can do is, sorry I'm so jiggly too, videotaping with my phone, is you can tip the bike on its side on the stand and lay it over, just to help get all the oil out. So working on the oil filter, get you set there real quick. I already got the cover off. It is T27 Torx bits is what I use. You can use, I'll show you the bolt too, if I can get that to, I don't know what size bolt that is, but I can't get it to focus, I guess. Sorry guys, but if you're gonna use a Torx, it is T27. So that's all off, and I don't have fancy pliers. If any of you guys ever want to donate tools to me, I'm totally down for that. But this is just a little bit of handlebar wire. You can kind of put a little lip on that. I can kind of show you, I did this on my last bike quite a bit. All you got to do is bend it enough so it just catches the edge of the back edge of the filter, I guess. Feed it there, grab your pliers, pull her out, and it's as easy as that. So old filter is out, new filter, then, and I just told you guys I did go with a Neutron. I just went Neutron and Maxima. They have real good reviews, and I don't see why I should spend extra money when these products are perfectly sufficient. So before we put a little bit of oil in that filter and all that back in, what I want to do is clean out just the inside of this a little bit. I just want to wipe it, make sure I'm not seeing nothing or Yep, so look good, clean, and like I said, check the mesh before and look at the filter as well. Just make sure there's no big chunks or signs of issues, because it's better to catch it now than just doing an oil change, ignoring everything, and moving on. So we'll start putting everything back together. First thing I'll do is I'll put in the mesh foist. And if you don't get it the right way, like you just saw I didn't, it won't go in. So they kind of dummy proof it, which is always nice for mediocre folk like myself working on stuff. And the back one, just get them both threaded and going. My socket quick now to tighten. But not too tight. Don't want to strip or anything, and they will tighten themselves a little bit with the engine running, and heat always seem to, at least. So both of those are just snug. And I'll take the new filter. Open this oil with my hands all oily. Pre-fill it just a little bit, and then oil filters are not like fuel filters. Fuel filter, obviously, you never want to pre-fill, just getting contaminants in, but oil filter, it just does help. So pop that in there all the way. Put the cover back on. And now, once we get these two little bolts back in, we can start filling from the other side. I should have reminded me, make sure you have the crush washer. Very important. But we'll go fill it here in a sec once I get this in. So guys, last step of the oil change is just to refill with 1.2 liters, which is basically one full one, and then a fifth of my next one is what it'll end up being for me, at least. Obviously, it depends on what size you buy your oil and shit in, but this will take a little bit. Won't show you just because my funnel has a little mesh screen in it just to make sure nothing's getting through. So yeah, that's it. Next we'll do the oil change, and then once you have this refilled, you're supposed to start the bike, and I'll show you here quick. It ain't gonna be the smoothest, but you can see the sight glass back there. So once you start the bike, let it run for a couple minutes. The oil level should be just above halfway on that. So obviously try to come up a little short, don't overshoot it, and work your way up to it. Thanks. One thing you gotta love about KTM is how much thought they put into their engineering. So to change the air filter, all you gotta do is reach your hands back here, work them down. There's two pop pins right there, I got two. Slides out, and then it's as easy as flipping this down and pulling out the old filter. And I'll just put the new one, my No-Toil, back on here and pop it back in. Something to do, I guess, and that I saw on other videos online before I bought this bike, just kind of wondering, because this is the first KTM I've ever owned personally. So I was kind of obviously concerned and just unfamiliar with the brand, and that's why this grease gun is here. Is I guess sometimes these pins are kind of hard to pop and unpop. So I'm just going to get a little bit of grease out of it. I don't want to get much at all. Just to grease those little inserts. And that's it. So I'm just going to put this back together and catch you guys on the next video. Bike is put back together, oil change is done, air filter change is done like you guys saw. No leaks, everything's working good. I started it up and the oil level was right at half. I don't know if you can see, but perfect. So like, subscribe, comment. I'm a rookie basically. Let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. Give me advice, comment questions, send me free tools, whatever you guys want to do. That is all. Thanks. Bye.